Good day, everybody. It is I, Jesse Jamie, your virtual resident of the internet, and today we are back with Ace Attorney once again. Yes, it has been quite a minute since we last played this one. We're playing the investigations games, and last time we finished the first game, and now we are on to the second game. Oh my god. I hope you've all been doing rather well this week. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I've not really done that much. Actually, that's not entirely true. I think I finished up like most of the most of like the storyboards done for the lore video, and also edited like a clip together. So yeah, that's everything I've done since then. Hang on, just quickly getting the game up. There we go. All right. But yes, I didn't stream yesterday because yesterday I had a job interview, and I kind of just took that as a excuse to just do some things that I needed to do like while I was out. No, we're on to the second game, Prosecutor's Gambit. Yes, we are starting from the beginning. But yeah, I think the interview went all right. I'll just have to like wait to hear back from them in a bit. Here it comes! The presidential plane descends from the western skies, bringing its biggest file approach lies right in the ground lake. Oh shit! I couldn't tell if I was a 3D model 2D. Just listen to that crowd. Welcome, Zheng Fa. Welcome, Mr. President. Oh. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Oh. Alright, friends and allies. I'm here today to deliver a message. The audacious criminals that dodge my beloved nation. What the? Can you slow the fuck down? Oh, don't tell me the first case of themselves a fucking presidential assassination. Oh. The plane looked, yeah, it looks 3D, but then when it like landed, it looked 2D. Ah! Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. If anyone can solve this, he can. Look at our boy, Edgeworth. Also, Aqua, think of it a 10 watch streak. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Think of it a 10 watch streak. News must have... Sorry. The news must be halfway around the world already. After all, so every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. The US president. No, that is the president of Zheng Fa, not the. Wait, is it the US president? Wait. I mean, you know what? I probably shouldn't say anything about that. I probably should just shut the fuck up, just continue onwards. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! Ah, great, Gumshoe's voice. I have to do Gumshoe's voice. Thank goodness you're here, sir! This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective of the local precinct. He's the one who usually assigned to my cases. How's the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. I just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. Anyway. Then I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Oh. Edgeworth. Can't wait for them to blame one of my friends again. I wonder who's gonna be this time. Is it gonna be Larry? Is it gonna be Is it gonna be Larry? Is it gonna be Gumshoe? Is it gonna be Kay? Ooh, maybe it'll be different and this time be Phoenix. This has been a while since we learned how to talk. Who's that?
You're the prosecutor in charge of this case, ain't ya? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike yours out?
No comments. Detective Gumshoe with me.
Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. She did it. Calling it right now, she did it.
I nothing that tells me like anything that she did it. I don't know why. I'm just getting this feeling she did it.
Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me.
No, detective. I'll need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. Jesus Christ, he looks so fucking... Oh. He looks like an actual fucking... Does he have pointed ears? I believe the third person we're introduced to. Also, what the fuck kind of... How tight is that suit? How tight is that suit he's wearing? What would... This is a weird piece of art, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, in the scene right now here at Gold Lake, as you already know, a bunch of people were gathered to welcome President Zhang Fa.
Okay, so what's the president of Zhang Fa? Di Junwei. The bullet didn't hurt him. Yeah, bro. It fucking... Bro, it hit his chest and that fucking shit bounced off like one of his tits. Di Junwei. Yes, I read all about his visit. You know, if it wasn't for like real world stuff, if it wasn't for like recent stuff, I wouldn't believe that like they would elect someone who actually looks like a fucking demon to be a leader of a fucking country. It's been all over the news for days now. Newspaper clipping.
It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily it let up and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech. Bang! A gun goes off and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives, apparently.
Apparently?
Truth is, I only just showed up myself. And I know a lot more than you do, sir.
You were summoned on short notice as well. He wasn't injured, he only fainted because it's the first time he felt pain. I fucking know, right? Like, it's the first time he felt pain that wasn't gains.
Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off.
I was at the office, taking advantage of the peace and quiet, preparing for my next case.
And then the boss himself caused you into the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
The boss?
Yeah, Chief Prosecutor's right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away. He's the only man for the job, and something like that.
I see.
They condoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know.
So would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good.
Now all we gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again.
You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. Bro, are we sure this wasn't like an assassination? Are we sure this wasn't an assassination or like a fucking like exorcism?
Search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem.
Precisely. The president was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. Alright, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe. How exactly was the security details surrounding the president's speech organized?
Well, sir, officers are mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park.
Sorry.
The president took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask him a few questions.
Huh. If I want to talk over, I'll need to walk over and press space. Yes, I was just born yesterday. Yes, I just learned how to walk. So what of it? Also, it feels kind of weird seeing Gumshoe actually being somewhat competent at his job. I like it. Like, I like seeing it, but like, it still feels weird. Usually by now I'm used to Edgeworth already like making a comment about who's gonna cut Gumshoe's salary. Can I help you? Not the one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how the security details arranged during the speech?
Two of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest are secured the stage. This isn't our first radio. Anything suspicious in the crowd, and we would have spotted it right away.
I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Alright, the president's security detail was watched for everything suspect. Alright, so it would have... So already I'm thinking it would have to have been like a security guard, or at least someone who like knew of like how security details was like arranged. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. What? Oh, so. Care to share a little... Care to share a little about what happened to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one's persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted.
Hey, Raffles! Ask you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Aw, that'd be hard, poor guy. So, connections, you say? And what next? I guess you say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Andros Forte. He's a logic master. Oh, it seems your servant thing's rubbing off on me there, my, witness.
I could view information off of Q and then connect them with T. I should try it now. Just a quick press of Q and we'll... Despite the president's high security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack. Completely undetected by the contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feats. And this would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. Oh.
That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. The old logic never fails, huh?
Indeed. What we need to do is find the right clues, then make the right connections between them. Make a wrong connection, however, and we'll wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections I tend to draw logical conclusions.
Okay. Let's get this investigation started. Time to examine everything that looks suspicious.
To examine things, I simply need to walk up to them and press space. If I wish to speak with a detective, I should use T. No!
I'm surprised you, sir, but, still mistaking it.
It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone.
Beats me why that Steel Samurai balloon will occupy for a foreign president.
It's a little odd. But now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation?
What about a war veteran?
So I said, oh, veterans, hail in comparison to the might that is the Steel Samurai.
Edgeworth, there are, Mr. Edra, sir, there are the press is here. You probably should be careful what you say about that.
Well, I stand by with my whole chest.
Ah, your whole chest, you say?
Yes.
This just said,
Fucking prosecutor thinks kids show is more important than our veterans. Oh my god.
breaks her heart, don't it?
It does. What villainy could have befallen him?
Winchester said he popped right about the gun when the gun went off.
But a strong suggested bullet struck the balloon. What if the killer was in the balloon?
Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands.
This is sacrilege! I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we must not let this vile assassin escape.
We won't, sir. You can count on it. Though it was a bit weird that you told me this after you found out the Steel Samurai balloon popped and, you know, not when you found out the president was a target of assassination.
Mr. Vlagershing for the key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this?
Something the matter, sir?
You don't see it, Detective. There's something unusual about the flag.
The grain thing on it?
Grab the one from the other side of the stage, if you will.
Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. Ugh, immaculate.
Exactly. Which how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think?
Right, of course. Is it? Give up. Come on, spill the beans.
You could lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with T.
Fucking.
Look closely, do you see the hole?
Whoa, look at that. You're right, sir.
And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole, that's no mistaking it.
Bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag?
I think I can gather enough information here for the moment. Time to put the two pieces together and see what we can figure out.
Oh, shit.
Okay, figured out. Okay. There's a bullet hole in the flag. It seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too.
Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir?
Possibly even 3. The president's shot as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullets. All we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Woo! Alright, one of the
Raffles! Raffles! Y'all figure something out, huh? Care to share?
Who exactly is she? And why does she keep shouting on us?
Rubberneck, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case.
Wait. Rubbernecker. That sounds like a slur. I'm gonna...
Come on, give me something here.
We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine. Let's see if she could tell us. Let's see if she could tell us anything.
There you are. Tabloids at your service. I'm looking into the case for, well, just so mean right now, but
Looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, does someone like to...
well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? How Have they made any demands? What about them there, Ruffles? Where does a fella buy a crave like that?
Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here.
Dang! Here I thought you'd get me some juicy. Get me something juicy for my piece.
I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me about a gunshot somewhere?
What? I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon? Why can't you be handing out leads for free? That's just my livelihoods. Oh, come on, don't hold out on us. Well, we all gotta share sometimes.
Also, bro, a foreign president was just shot in an assassination attempt. If we don't solve this, do you know what kind of fucking international scandals could cause this? Oh wait, you'd probably eat that shit up. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up.
Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye! Wait! Wait for what exactly, huh? Huh? You've got nothing for me? I'm gone. Fresh out of moves here.
Out of moves, I wouldn't be so sure.
What does that mean, Mr. Giraffe?
As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do if chess when opponents adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers a number of options, but some are more effective than others.
Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head.
No matter how impenetrable the opponent's defenses may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of my words. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Sorry, just yawning. Let's picture the board and let's see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Oh shit, this is new. Now we must analyze the state of play.
You don't like ain't nothing out of me. Not until you give me something in return.
My opponent's dug himself in deep, and defenses might be easily broken. But I can't afford to let my patience but I can't afford to try our patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious of not just my strategy, but also the passing of time.
Ah, fuck, this is timed?
That's sad. I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it could pay dividends not to. My opponent gets too agitated.
If y'all fixing to ask me something, well, will you be danged well ask it already?
I may be able to gain tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I'll pounce. I should begin by finding out what it is she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Why don't you begin by telling me what it is that you do?
Sure, I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job.
Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody else.
No, shut up! Hey, you know, lawbreaker, that's what you're insinuating?
If don't you see? There's no one left to hide.
I'm not right sure what you're getting at here, Raffles. Okay.
When do we get? Okay, yeah.
I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen, and I get no reason to say otherwise.
Forgive me. I meant nothing by it. Is there a If somebody can't tell me about that, I imagine it must be very important work indeed.
Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag my first big scoop.
I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct?
I mean, I... Didn't you call him a she? Wait, who? I mean, call me crazy, but like, I'm fairly certain you don't need to think long and hard about that. Dang! Sure, I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cabinet on the beat.
That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young couples gathered information vital to the case. Let's pick that out next time for inquiry.
Ooh.
When the opening move concluded, the mind game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind.
You got my questions. You gotta give me some first. That's the deal.
I'm not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know.
Sorry, Raffles. Can't help you.
I don't have a clue so how she started to push the conversation forwards. I'll try another track. At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime?
Come on now, Raffles. You ain't gonna give little old Tabby something first.
Absolutely not.
I ain't giving you nothing either. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something.
Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger.
I ain't scared. I'm a pro. I'll take more on this. More sound a little gunfire to phase me. Suck these. You heard gunfire.
Yeah, you may be a pro as you put it, but I'd say you're a little wet behind those ears. When you heard gunfire, which proves you were here to see the crime, therefore you must have seen something.
Double dang! Fine, I was here. I saw it. Came to report in a big speech. Minor report on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Raffles.
If you came to report on the event, she must have had a record of some kind. A record that I very much like to get my hands on. This is quite a clue as to where to take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind.
You got more questions. You gotta give me something first, that's the deal.
I'm not in the habit of making deals, now tell me what I need to know.
Oh.
No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without means of putting something on the records. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where's yours?
Course I made a record. Told you I'm a pro. Danged me, wore my shoes out around this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to what the first person who asks me.
I am not just anyone, young lady. I am a prosecutor in charge of this case.
Don't you young lady me. You ain't getting it, no matter how many times you ask. You understand, don't you, Raffles? It's nothing personal.
I understand that your job's a difficult one.
You do? Well, ain't that sweet.
In such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed.
No, I got plenty fun, I'm sure of it, yeah. Just as son's got my trusty tape recorder. I'll always be ready to nab my scoop. I'm not interested in a tape recorder.
I have you now. Your last time leaves you wide open.
Okay, no.
Alright, I get the feeling it's gonna end up getting like really annoying having to skip over the dialogue.
Hey, partner. It's ain't time for Sancho me here. I'm a busy woman.
Fucking okay. Okay. Intriguing. A young reporter, hungry for success. So dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded be unthinkable. And indeed she did not. She committed the entire event to tape.
Oh. Ah, dang it! And this is my scoop you're messing with. My big break. Fine, sure. I record the whole damn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay?
Checkmate.
Wow, Mr. Druff, you did really well with that.
Well, of course I did. Jesus fucking Christ, I nearly lost that one. Oh my god.
You know something else, Raffles. I was trying to be strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary.
Never mind that. Now play us the tape. You should finally tell us how many shots were fired.
Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You play me like a fiddle, Raffles. And the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2 and a mentor to a rising star, aka me. Chief number 2, huh? Kinda sounds like a parent. That's a big responsibility, sir. And one more thing. How an exclusive replying rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor couldn't give a star people the exclusive, huh?
Ugh, she's a difficult one to refuse. I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I could promise. The story's yours until the case is solved.
And a job, chief number 2?
I think not.
You know, no fun, but I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scooper. Alright, you get yourself a deal. I got exclusive access, starting right this second, Ruffles.
Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to the tape.
Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message.
The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The president's speech.
The president passionately addresses these. They're trying to shake up the reports of his decline in popularity by sheer force of will. That there's me. Can't be a little live commentary at the start of the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatakarasi situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a good day for us all.
Whose voices are these?
Oh, there are 2 old guys standing right in front of me. They're whispering away at each other the whole darn time.
I know their voices from somewhere.
Wait. Power the gun goes off right after this. The president thrusts his feet into the air as the excitement reaches a fever pitch.
Always the recordings, I should be doing this. The battle against evil rages on. Here today I make this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice.
What the? Ah! Ah, 2 gunshots, too.
So, 2 shots are fired.
So,
Yep, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. Sound like a balloon? I mean, a giant balloon did pop from like one of the gunshots, so... If the two shots fired, one hit the president's, which means the other must have passed through both flags of balloon in that order. Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of the shooter. Okay, so the would have been around here, right? Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon, it gives it the trajectory of one of our bullets. Please don't make me say trajectory a lot. And place our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Why are they gonna bring K back? I'm wondering that too. I mean, they've brought back like, they have brought back like previous characters. They have brought back like, they brought back like previous, they bring back like previous characters like all the time, but I guess in terms of like playing a big role, I mean, honestly, with how, so let me check something, because honestly, like if how, yeah, she's like right next to Edgeworth and like all of the promotional material, so I find it hard to believe they wouldn't bring her back. So I'm just quickly doing something. Sorry, nearly done. And okay, there we go. Bullet trajectory data jotted down in my organizer.
You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth.
Selective Gumshoe, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area.
Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess.
I do. What evidence remains may be found, may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it.
Yes, sir.
Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I'm supposed to be me, Miss Lloyd. I sure do. You gotta let me help out. This is my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push him wherever you like. A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, wish is my command. I somehow doubt that. Okay, so I might have been wrong. She was on the right side of the spectator area.
Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everyone out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, we ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief, that is, she sends them running twice as quick.
She sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easy on the poor girl.
Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around.
Your clothes are covered in mud. Now we to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do.
Huh? You mean my jackets? Oh, you don't be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and Alakazam, no more dirt.
On the outside, perhaps, but still something of a problem on the inside.
Right. Get back to investigation whenever you are, sir.
The crowds trampled the entire area. Be lucky to find any trace of the shooter at all. Right.
Well, this is quite a situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is he again?
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston, Payne, we work together at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
His voice. I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Mr. Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor?
Wait, so where was he in the time of the fucking shooting? Was he on the right or left side? He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him and only him out through the cordon.
So he had me summoned at short notice, and then left before I even showed up. Rude. So I can't believe it's the third we'll be introduced to. Can't wait for it to be gay. Oh my god, he wants to bet. No, he wants to bet it's like, okay, we need to clear out this side. And Gumshoe's like, right away, sir. Kay, what are you doing here? And Kay's like, oh, I came just to see the speech. Kay, what's that gun-shaped outline in your pocket there? Gun? What gun?
Sorry,
Oh my god, where did I get this gun? God. Hang on. Sip of water. No, because it always fucking happens. They always do some dumb shit that either somehow gets a fucking. It's literally like that fucking like animated skit we saw of like Phoenix defending Maya, where it's like somehow you got launched into space, landed in Turkey, somehow managed to get your fingerprints on the knife, and somehow managed to clean up the knife on every single bit except the part you got your fingerprints on. It is literally that. You gotta be picking. You even gotta pick through the trash yourself? Prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Detective Gumshoe.
right away, sir.
The faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished.
Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures.
Is he enjoying himself?
Bingo! Popsicle stick. Look, I love the jokes they put on these.
Detective!
Sorry, sir. Relevant evidence. Huh? I think we got something.
Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Examine the evidence, piece of evidence from all angles. We can uncover hidden details.
Sure can.
Okay. This is a document of some kind. Lead Rook second knight. Did some say the president's popularity is dropping? How much do you want to bet it's a PR move? That is actually possible. That is actually kind of possible. I actually am willing to believe that might. I'm actually willing to believe that might be the case. Oh god, he wants to bet we're gonna like look through. We're gonna like look through this like bag. We're gonna find a gun. The plan's here. The plan's here to like shoot him, and we're gonna find someone with K's name in there. I fucking betcha. Knight to immediate escort the president to the plane of emergency. Stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. Wait, this might actually be a PR move. Wait, hang on here.
What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan. It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements.
It shows the president's bodyguards were positioned.
Sorry. It even has people's names on it. Rook and Knight.
So his bodyguards aren't native to Shangfa. I was fucking joking. No, this might actually end up being a PR move. I heard he's some private security firm. Why not employ people of his own country? I know why not. You'll want to hear a little tabloid exclusive? You really know something? Sure I do. It was over at their embassy not long back. Stepping out story. While I'm there, one of my sources tells me that the president's got more enemies and you got hairs in your heads, including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force. Knight, nice chess name. It is very convenient that they're named after chess pieces. There's gonna be a they're not covering any of the diagonals. Huh? They're not covering any of the diagonals. Wait, what? Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a fuck. Oh, it's a chess thing, isn't it? Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry. It took me a minute. It's a chess thing, right? Because like a rook and a knight can't go die. Wait, is that true? Sorry, it's been fucking like a decade since I last played chess. I wonder if one of those enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life. Well, whoever it is, again, like, either this is like one big PR stunt, or I was right. It's like a security guard, or like someone who has like detailed plans on like the security arrangements.
What's it doing dumped it in that bag?
Here is an interesting point. It's a document pertaining to the matter of national security. It should surely be highly classified.
Huh? Hey, there's someone else in here.
Oh shit, that's got a scope and everything. My.
What's a gun doing in here? Sir, this bag. It's gotta belong to the...
Yes. It could well be. It could well have been disposed by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here in the middle of chaos. Could this be the work of a professional? Since knights are meant to attack, the person did it.
How to explain a security plan too.
I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. Let's see. Oh, there's a name written on the barrel. K. Faraday, for fuck's sakes. Two spent bullets in a cylinder, matching up with gunshots heard on record.
Sorry. That proves it. It must be the weapon that was used.
Okay, wait. This part's called the grip. I felt a few guns in my time, but it never felt quite right in my hand. This was no exception. This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with a target, making aim a bit easier.
If I press this here... Yep, definitely red laser.
Could he sort of use a... Sorry. Could he sort of use a laser sight to target the president?
This bag's a real find, huh? Just gets to show. Bag in the hands worth 2 in the trash.
Nice work, detective. Now, there's something else I'd like to ask you if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics to see if they can find any prints.
On it, sir.
Actually, wait, I just realized something. Shouldn't they be... Shouldn't, like, we be wearing, like, gloves if we're investigating the crime scene? Shouldn't we be, like, wearing, like, gloves or something? Sorry, I'm just, all these years of playing Ace Attorney, that has never, like, crossed my mind until now.
Good result for you, sir.
That was quick!
He better was. The text was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty.
And they checked everywhere.
Inside and outside, top and bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out, the guns dusted them.
I should have known that wouldn't be that easy. You're with one of the news channels. Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the events. Do you mind if I take a look?
Wish I could help you, but that, might be a little tricky. Why's that, huh, pal? Got a problem doing a civic duty or something?
9 games in, and you finally asked a question? Well... Look, Look, it's not like it was at the forefront of my mind, okay? It's not like it was at the forefront of my mind, okay? Look, listen. There's a reason why I never went into police or detective work. And it's aside from the fact that I dropped out of like legal studies in high school. It's because I'm dumb as shit.
Why's that, huh, pal?
No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. And now I can't get it to work. Also, apologize, you made a joke. Politician, I've used a killer now. Okay. Listen. There's a good chance it was like one of those things where I thought of it, but I didn't say it, okay? I thought it, but I didn't say it. Pardon me, sorry. Wah. Okay. The footage would have helped immensely.
God, just some luck.
What the? Huh? I know that voice. I was joking about her being here. Okay. Honestly, I only feel in for 2 seconds, but don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one and only Kay Faraday.
Hero? Ugh, only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not a great thief anymore?
Also, based on everything we've seen during the games, everyone have special powers of not transferring their fingerprints while investigating. Yeah, it's also a bit weird that that's never come up. That like, actually, I think that might have like brought up like once. Where I think it might have been brought up like once, where it's like, oh, aside from like, you know, people investigating the crime scene, these prints were the ones that like come up.
You're not great.
Not right now, but it's not gonna quit. I'm just on a sabbatical. Taking time for some intensive training. Being second out to Grassy doesn't come easy.
You helped me on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I worked on a case.
Only guilty people have fingerprints? Yeah, exactly. Only guilty people have fingerprints. Also, wait. Is it time? Does this game take place like 2 weeks after like the first like investigations game?
The case of the Osgarasu. I'm a serious thief who helped appear and disappear at will. You claim to only steal the truth. She calls herself the second Osgarasu, the second is so-called great thief.
It's not like I can't open or a trap I can't escape. Reminder, our first encounter with her, we had to help her escape because she couldn't escape, like, a room we were in. When it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. Think about a timeline makes sense. Yeah, I know. I kind of just assumed that, like... Oh, sorry. I kind of just assumed that it was, like, either... I assumed that it was like after the first investigations, but still like before like Apollo Justice. Also, sorry. I can't thought. I was actually thinking about this like the other day. I think I might have a theory. Now, if anyone's played this, don't confirm or deny. I want to find out for myself, but like, I have a little theory that the reason why we don't see Gumshoe in the Apollo Justice series of games, aside from a flashback, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say he's going to be one of the victims in this game. I'm going to predict that like Gumshoe's going to die in this game. I don't know, I mean, they haven't had the balls to kill off like such a recurring character like that, but I mean, it will be shocking. The only other one I could think of is maybe like Gregson and like thought we saw him during the trial of Gavin's bandmate, did we? I don't remember. No, I think that was Emma. That would have to been Emma, right?
What are you doing here, Kay?
What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course.
And I suppose she did mention being fond of such things.
And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys, but now I don't have to. Good to see you, kiddo. Bright and breezy as ever. Hey, Gummy, how have you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself.
So, Kay, are you really here to save the day?
Yep. Fair, your jaw hit the floor. Your best pal in the world out here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang.
Did you know? You better show them to me.
Wow, your jaw didn't drop even an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor here is about as much fun as a dang toothache. Oh, do you even let me call him Chief? But I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, Ace Report Surface. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right. He's no fun at all. This one time he...
You two can chat later. Okay? Can I see those pictures? Boo.
Fine. Yeah. Okay, so there's a red sight on the head matching up with, like, the laser sights. What are these briefcases meant to be? It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president has 2 bodyguards. Also, one that was wearing a neck brace. Names of security plans were Knights and Rook, I think. What's that? Somebody just found out? Thank you indeed, Kay. Oh, sorry. I think you provided us with a vital clue.
How we? Your eyes look like a pair of dang Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you spotted?
A contradiction.
Huh? What now? I see nothing change.
Allow me to show you. Picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence here shows something different. I need to highlight point a contradiction, then employ. Yes, I think this is it. So we proceed made by deduction. Okay, no, that's not it. Do I know exactly when these games take place? Sure. Yeah, I would like to know when these take place. Is it the gun? Rook positioned in Night 2 Immunity Score President playing in case of emergency. Say Frosty. Okay, that matches up. Okay, no. God damn it, why am I fucking this up? I actually don't see the contradiction here. Ah, god damn it. Based on the dates and other details, the first game takes place not too long after Trials and Tribulations. And this game ends 19 days before Phoenix gets this. Oh, shit. So. Oh my god, okay. Huh. So this is like all before Phoenix gets disbarred. Look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Really? The fucking laser sight? Did I really need to do all this just to say, oh yeah, the fucking, oh yeah, like the laser sight's on his head? Well, I'll be. Which makes all sense why we probably won't see. Right. Okay. Dude, there's someone on the president's forehead. Someone that wasn't there in the other picture.
What is that? Some kind of birthmark?
Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. Really? Fucking really? I really does a birthmark, you fucking idiots, but I just spring this since the other picture was taking. Guys. You were doing so well before, Gumshoe. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Kay just came here. I swear, whenever Gumshoe and Kay are in the same building, they lose brain cells. Like, they don't even, like, take each other's brain cells. They just straight up just lose them. Being for the same vicinity actually makes them fucking dumber. Can you see that gun real quick? Yeah, that's it. That's right, with big ol'... Alright, that's a big old bug bite. What kind of fucking bugs do they have in the American South? What? And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just seemingly trivial details. Fucking morons, apparently. Big ones. Big enough to fucking leave a bite mark on the entire forehead? Like a singular one? Ooh, once again, the face. Alright, duly noted, Chief. Oh, God. No, shit. Yes? What the fuck? Also, we are fucking getting this shit sorted immediately. I've solved the mystery of the red birthmark.
Really? So it wasn't a bug bite?
No. What we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It's in fact the beam of the laser sight.
Then Kel's aimed to shoot the president's grand forehead.
And shortly after the picture was taken, a second shot rang out.
Yeah, that's gotta do more than itch.
Half your face can completely swell from what the fuck? Yeah, fucking Americans say that. Fucking Americans say we have like the fucking like bad bugs. What the fuck? At the very least, of a mosquito bite, you just get like a tiny little like swell, but that's about it. And the gun we found was a weapon used in the crime.
Hard to purpose the laser sight, though.
He's right. Sound crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew. So I just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No. Anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter.
Seems like a pretty bad idea all around.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's on one of them. It's a long shot, but let's have a look at least. Alright, Kay. Let's see these other pictures. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. You do have bad bugs. Only some else can kill you. Yeah, and it's the same here. Not every bug here can kill you. It's only like a few spiders. In which case, you just leave those fuckers alone. They won't go anywhere near you. Ugh. Pardon me, sorry. Ugh. Maybe more useful to tell us if half the frame wasn't taken up by your face. We only have one. Yeah, well, with how much fucking Americans overreact like the bugs here, you'd assume that'd be like more than enough to get them to leave. Can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this is right before the gun went off. And this is the one I showed you just after the gunshot was fired. The second shot came just after this. Then there's... What's this? I can hardly see anything. I got knocked over and everyone started running right after the last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter on accident.
Not sure this is gonna be much use, kid.
And that's all of them. Time to take a closer look. Let's examine the picture from after the shooting. My overactive bugs, but we pet and feed wild water puppies, alligators like nothing. Yeah, fucking. I feel like if you pet fucking alligators, like just on the casual, you have nothing to be worried about here in Australia. Like you got nothing to be worried about. Here! I did not see that. There, I see it.
What is it, sir?
Look closer at the person with the red hood.
Whoa, there it is.
Indeed. That's our laser sight right there.
So that's our pup. The one in the red hood must be.
The shooter. Yes. The assassin, yes.
We found them. It's all thanks to yours, surely.
Indeed. There's right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief, the truth. Bet it's night.
Maybe.
It's still, like, I still think it's, like, someone who's, like, either working for, like, the security firm that the president's hired, or it's, like, one of the security or it's, like, someone from, like, Shangfa. Because the question remains of, like, how would he have known? Why did the president look worried when he had his mole? You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look. It was after the shooting. Thought Knight was working with them. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's like Knight specific, it's Rook or Knight specifically, but I just saying like it, because like they would have had like extra security, like looking through like the crowd, like looking through the crowds, right? Like I'd imagine it would have been like, yeah. Look right there, the red jackets. That must be our suspects.
Looks like they took advantage of the confusion and make their getaway.
Luckily, we can see easily where they were headed.
Ah! The samurai dog stand!
Precisely. Which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe?
Honor, sir. Consider it cleared.
Good. I'm counting on you.
Can she flip her?
We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down.
By the way, can she flip her? Oh wait, no, but it's like a long sleeve jacket, isn't it? She has a short sleeve one. What kind of relationship do we have as assassins? The assassin is our little Discord kitten. Anyway.
Now let us continue our investigation.
There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it.
I must scour the scene and suspect anything that catches my attention.
Like this red thing down here.
What's this? A red
A red button. Hey, do you think...
Could have been dropped by a red hooded suspect. Yes, certainly seems like it. There's a flimsy looking food semi plywood and still samurai dogs.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I got 150 if, you know...
I'm not actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on a job.
Oh, I didn't mean to. That is... maybe when we're done.
Fine. When we finish the investigation, we can have one. And only one, understood?
Sorry, sir. I never should have... Wait, did you say I could have one?
Yes. Well, is that the matter?
No, it's just... I wasn't expecting you to... Thanks, sir.
I think one thing I do like about, like... I think one thing I do kind of like about, like, these two games that you can kind of slowly see, like, Edgeworth easing up on Gumshoe a bit. I don't know. I think, and just in overall, you just see him becoming, like, more open and I guess more kind, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think, like, Edgeworth, like, I think, like, I think I love seeing, like, I think Edgeworth's, like, probably, like, my favorite, like, characters, like, probably has, like, my favorite, like, character development out of, like, everyone in, like, these games. And granted, that's probably due to the fact that he's probably the one that appeared in the most games aside from Phoenix, but, you know. Okay. So samurai dogs, now Sakura relish, just in time for spring.
Sakura, huh? What does that taste like?
Well, Sakura has cherry blossoms, so I guess maybe, cherries?
But blossoms are blossoms and cherries are cherries, sir. Totally different things.
Ugh, but ugh, you're right, I suppose.
So what does Sakura really taste like? This is my kind of mystery.
Ah, fucking are there any Sakura trees nearby that we can eat? The puddle reflects the clear blue sky. All that remains of the rain.
You're a regular poet, sir.
Very funny, detective. How would you describe it then?
Let's see, a pool of water left behind after a real heavy downpour. Just like I got left behind after a real heavy dose of Mr. Edgeworth's logic.
I'm saying don't give up on your day job, but it seems you don't even have that down, detective. Okay. Okay, probably not the best thing to have read after I said, like, I liked how he was, like, warming up, like, being, like, more open of, like, Gumshoe. There it is! There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, could you see what's under the sand, please?
Something down there, right? Let's see.
A raincoat. This must be
The one the suspect was wearing.
They must have taken it off and hid it under there before they made their escape. Alright. The sleeve is inside out. The button is missing too. There's nothing unusual about the left sleeve.
Nope. It's not inside out. The button is still attached.
Seems entirely too neat to be removed in a hurry and thrown on the ground. Right. Also, someone lost their shoe. Also, I feel so bad for the poor guy who lost his shoe. He now has to, like, stand in, like, wet grass with a sock. Bro, he has to deal with, like, wet socks for, like, hours. Oof. That is truly a cruel fate. Okay. The button we found seems to have come from the raincoat. Must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off.
Huh. Right sleeves inside out too.
Seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposes their gun and bag in the trash immediately after shooting the president. Then it intercepted a panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right of the spectators area. This is because they knew the trajectory of the bullet will point to the shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would need to get rid of the raincoat as soon as possible, hence in a hurried removal. The fact that the right sleeve inside out was a testament to how quickly it was taken off.
Yep, that and obviously button.
Question, of course, is why didn't the same thing happen to the left sleeve?
Oh yeah, I had right sleeves inside out.
Indeed, so the button on the left sleeve is still securely attached.
So, what does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
For to answer the question, Detective, we'll need to inspect the raincoat in more detail. Let's take a close look at the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir.
And this is a blood stain.
So, side check of Gumshoe appeared in public justice. So, look for someone with an injury.
Not just any injury, Detective.
I know he appears like in a flashback when he appears in a flashback of
Oh no, wait, yeah, in that case, if it takes place, yeah, no, so he can't die in this game.
Okay, wait, no, he can't die in this game because he appeared in a flashback of the case where Phoenix got disbarred.
And this takes place before that.
How do we know that?
Simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as would expected there. To be, therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. Once we understand that, everything falls into place. In that sector, there's a blood stain on the left side of the line of the raincoat because
the suspect's arm's too injured to fit through the sleeve.
Precisely. Or at least we could say there's a good probability that's the case. The pieces are starting to fall into place. Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects.
Yes, sir.
Suspicious characters from injured left arms.
Oh, sorry. Suspicious characters with injured left arms coming right up.
Oh, even smart thing to look, Raffles. Taking all their bitty pieces and putting them together like that. You'll have your man in no time. Has for Cetra for you. The park is cordoned off, so a would-be assassin would still be in the crowd somewhere. He didn't make one appearance in Apollo Justice Trilogy. He didn't? Damn. He didn't? Not even the flashback case? I guess not. Oh shit, okay. Either my guess, he dies by the end of the game, or he retires.
Mr. Edgeworth, found something that fits the bill perfectly, sir.
Hate to nab the assassin gummy. Wants to know the reason at the time? Sure, what was the reason? Because I was so curious because they brought back all these other characters, but not Gumshoe. They even brought back fucking Larry. They brought back Larry. Fucking Larry. For Apollo Justice, Shu Takumi couldn't imagine an age Gumshoe explain scientific investigations, so the role detective went to Emma Sky. Okay, in that case, death by malnutrition due to salary cutting noises. True, he died of starvation because Edgeworth cut his salary to 1 cent an hour. I mean, okay, so I can understand that reasoning that an age Gumshoe wouldn't really be able to explain like all this forensic stuff, but like still I can but still like not even like a mention of like where he is or where he went. Well, okay, still too soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, the person of interest and nothing more. Understood? Okay, no jumping.
But he's our shooter, sir, I'm sure of it. He's the guy who tried to get the president.
In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, this is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over here, detective. Carefully.
Yes, sir. Come on, boys. You heard Miss Edgeworth.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, so he's a character within like the final case of the second game. And he is an assassin. No umbrella. And a bandage on his left arm. Wait. Okay, could be a reason. Okay, sorry. Going off that comment, sounds like he's... Okay, yeah, probably. Probably.
Well, pal, state your name already.
Doe. John Doe. Charmed, I'm sure. John Doe. A name you often hear in real life. Yeah, because that's like it's like the generic name they give to people when they don't know like their identity, or if they need to like make it like anonymous. That's correct. I know this man from somewhere. I'm sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name. Well, of course. I've been following the day's development with some interest. Now, perhaps you care to explain why you've asked to speak with me. As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt already aware of who we're looking for. Keep in mind these games were made after the first Possibly. I mean, I'm going to guess that like maybe like by the time of Apollo Justice, they did intend for him to like still be alive. But then as they were making the second game, they realized that it could be like a pretty good twist. And plus, like they'd have like it's not even like they need to explain anything because he doesn't appear in like Apollo Justice. Because like, I still find it weird because okay, Apollo Justice I can understand, but what about the games afterwards? Like, what about any of the games after? Not even like in a DLC case where you go up against like Edgeworth to defend like Larry. Like, because a case like that is like it's literally like the biggest form of fan service you could do in a case. And the only way it'd be more fan service is if you put like Gumshoe in there somewhere. The heart. Ah, forgive me, but I'm afraid I do not. I see. I believe it's honored to be a would-be assassin we're seeking. My. Well, isn't that just shocking? And this person would be, and the same will be assassin happen to have an injured left arm. Just like you. Well, I can tell you, this had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair. The two adversaries stare each other down. Their eyes like deadly lasers. Care to tell the readers what happens next?
A showdown, that's what. A battle of wits. A battle of words.
Don't let him explain further what he thinks of his upcoming battle will entail. Detective Gumshoe, if you're quite finished leaking my professional strategies to the press.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Thanks a bunch of big old grouch. As if it would have done any harm. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed I'm able to like I'm kind of impressed I'm able to like do this like southern accent because I don't know if you've picked up on it, but that's not a voice I typically do. I don't typically do that often. It's the third character we got introduced. Ooh. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I am fully willing to believe that he did it. Cause like, again, like I said, like it's established in the second game that he is an actual assassin. I know, like I don't know that case that case was a little bit odd because like it was like a technicality. It was like technically he did kill the person. Well, he did kill the person in that trial. Since he was a hired assassin, technically the charge would fall on the person who hired. Or well, I guess like a murder charge would still be put on the person who like hired him. I don't know if that's what I remember. That's what I remember. At least. I don't know. Again, it's been years since I played the original trilogy, so my memory might be a little bit off here and there. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you. But you have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I still can use my rights. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you could turn that you're not wearing a raincoat, is that correct? It does. It is. And is that so strange? Why? Not everyone wears one after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella. Team raincoat over here. They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Oh no, I don't... Time to play the original trilogy after re-debut. Honestly, I'd be so willing to do that. I'd be so willing to like do that. Yeah. Also, I got my Twitch payout recently. And I'm still not sure if I want to put it towards like, because it'll be enough to like cover like overlays, but I'm not sure if I should use it for that or if I should use it for like living expenses because of all the shit that's happening. I don't know. I think I might wait and see what next week's gonna look up before I come to that decision, but yeah. Well, sorry, scratching my nose. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've ever actually worn a raincoat now that I think about it. I've worn a poncho, like a rain poncho, but that's about it, I think. Heck, I don't use either. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, or snow, or shine. It's my trusty parka every time. Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. Actually, I'm generally curious, does anyone here actually like own a raincoat? Or has at least like worn a raincoat before? Okay. So you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I'm just a simple ice cream seller. Oh my. Forgive me. My wound seems to become bleeding again from all the excitement. Even if raincoat is definitely our assassin. And said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm onto you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time. This person's injured as you claim. Own, yes. Worn, also yes. But were made to wear it when he was a kid by okay. No, my parents just always got me like an umbrella. So I scratched my eye. Also, why did I save there? Why did I save that? I didn't need to. I did not need to save that. You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe. But not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind. Something of vital importance. I'm afraid you must have me confused with somebody else. The coat does not belong to me. Or do you claim you have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive. Although I can't pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies. Because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat is injured. And now I can prove that person was you. Just walk outside when the clouds are crying. With your chest is sounding. I start yelling to the sky, Zeus! Strike me down! I dare you! I am not so brave. Oh no, actually, I say that I think like the past like 5 times I've like went out when it's raining. I think I only like brought an umbrella like once. I don't know. In all fairness, like there were many a times where like I walk to the gym and it's like not raining at all, but by the time I'm leaving, it's like pelting down hard. That actually happened a lot like during winter. It was just, oh god, and it's like, oh god, it like sucks here because like I didn't bring an umbrella. It's like it's quite a trek. With this decisive piece of evidence. Wow. Oh, it's ice cream sweating. You see, Mr. O, there's a small amount of blood on the inside of his raincoats. Blood that belongs to our assassin. Wow, he gripped that thing fucking hard, Jesus. Attempted murder of a foreign leader, causing diplomatic incident. Let's read a book at you. You can give us the cell treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is to compare the blood on your bandages with the one on the coats, and that will be it. That. We have the evidence. Why did you make it easier when all of us can come clean? But unlike you, even in winter, you wear short sleeves and shorts. Oh my god. Okay. Damn. You have some form of... Damn, so were you just born with frost immunity or did you build that up? Actually, it's funny, because like I'm actually kind of the opposite. I still wear like long sleeve clothes during summer. Like, okay, I won't wear a long sleeve shirt, but I'll still like wear like long sleeve pants, like sweats and like even like jeans and such. Means that you're the one who attempted to assassinate the president of Zheng Fa. I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But this were a game of chess. You would already be in checkmate. Now do the honorable thing and admit defeat. He doesn't look like a man with no... He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well. You have me. I'll admit, I was wearing the raincoats.
Hey, confess! Said you wanted us to cuff them right now.
But I did not shoot at the president.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you've proven that I was wearing a particular raincoat. As far as I'm aware, that is not a crime. Oh, wait, yeah, that's a technical, that's circumstantial, that's not like actual like basis in like anything. If anything, it's like, if anything, it's just, if anything, he could simply just be like, oh, but it was raining, so there were plenty of people like wearing raincoats and such. I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president's speech. I was surprised as anyone with the bodyguards sprang into action and the shot rang out. Funny thing, you're Puerto Rican? Oh, so you just... oh. Huh. So... wait, how the fuck can you, like, wear short sleeves in winter? What? What? Oh my god. Okay. That's when the spectators panicked and started... because you can't handle heat. You know what? Honestly, as an Australian, yeah, I can't handle heat either. As I've complained many a times on stream. That's when spectators panic started running screaming for their lives. Now you're finally satisfied that I'm telling you the truth. As if your story stinks. You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. Look, it's right there, plain as day. The assassin. They're wearing a red raincoat. Intriguing, but that is not me. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do actually. But then why? Why does he seem so sure of himself? Were there perhaps two assassins? -24 degrees Celsius is too much for... wait, really? Damn, okay. That... wow, okay, you might... you might have, like, worse, like, heat handling than I do, because 24 is, like, one I wouldn't really complain about. Oh, damn, okay. Okay, I guess we gotta press him then. A simple ice cream seller, but a knowledgeable one, I assume. On the subject of ice cream, at least. Ah, but of course. Ask me anything you wish. Ugh! I know the first thing about ice cream. You know what the, most important thing about making ice cream is, of course. Mr. Edgeworth. Why, the most important thing about making ice cream is the approach of a virtuous heart. You know, what does virtue have to do with anything? Without proper reverence to the craft, I'm afraid all you ever make is sweet and crystals of ice. There, I hope you see now. I am nothing more than an ice cream seller. Why a raincoat? Why are you not using an umbrella? Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people are wearing a jacket of some kind. Well, I'd say it's a pretty strange choice considering I couldn't even get one of your arms into it. Better that than have my hands occupied by an umbrella. I had ice cream to serve after all. Then why go to such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. The amount of times people have said this and ended up being fucking liars is astronomical in this fucking universe. It's been an eventful day after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. The president reaching far was shot at. I'm surprised anyone with the bodyguard sprung into actions. So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard gunshots? Yes. If I recall correctly, they moved first. At least, the one on the left did. You're rather observant, Mr. Doe. I am blessed with keen eyes. Names of the bodyguards were in the top left security plan. The one on the left was Rook. That's correct. Bastian Rook, I believe. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you just happen to know his name? I expect he knows the light from laser sights. The man is no amateur. Mr. Lowe knows a little bit too much of the business to be in bodyguard for my liking. I say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony if you don't mind. As you wish. The bodyguard on the left, Bastian Rook, was it? Especially quick to respond. So, Rook. The bodyguard on the left. Left Bastian. Okay, yeah, so that matches up. Rook. So the bodyguard on the left was the first to move. By the smallest fraction, yes. He reacted admirably swiftly. His name was, Bastian Rook, did you say? No, I don't think I ever said that. It appears you've assessed the situation quite astutely. No more so than anyone else, I'm sure. It's good. You don't even flinch. So you yourself didn't start running and screaming? I was hardly in a position to... Oh yeah? What position were you in? One of extreme pain. Somebody bumped right into my wounded arm. Hard. It was excruciating. I thought my eyes would pop out of my head. Yeah? Well, they clearly didn't. Of course they didn't, Kay. In any event, the shooter was wearing a red raincoat. Okay. As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguard's name. What? You jester, surely. You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Rook and Knights, was it? We only noticed namesake's a security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastian Rook. How did you come to possess such information we ourselves didn't have?
Seemed pretty darn suspicious to me.
Well, how did you know? Explain yourself.
It was merely a slip of the tongue.
Guilty party.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, it slipped my mind. I killed Thing 1, not Thing 2.
Why didn't you bring that up earlier that you killed Thing 1?
Like I said, it slipped my mind.
Okay, fine. I believe you. Wait, you killed Thing 1?
Bleh.
Oh my god.
Another lie. He is the assassin, just like we said. Come now, miss. It's a little too soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I did know their names, yes. For another reason, that is.
Well?
I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted.
What?
We had something of a connection.
I think that makes that funnier. You could fully see that happening in this game. Honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't yet.
And his name I could never forget.
You think you're stupid, pal? Stop lying.
I am not lying. I am, as I've always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastian Rook. Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we're right in front of the stage, so... Hey, Mr. Rook! I don't know my name. That's not important. Do you know this man? No. Never saw him in my life.
Bastian, my buddy old pal. You don't recognize me? He's a good friend. You know.
I've never seen him in my life. John Doe? I know John Doe's mate. Sigmund. Huh? Sigmund Freud. Oh, that psychologist that wants to fuck their mother. No!
No, the other one.
Sigmund. Oh, that's Sigmund Freud. Okay. Yeah, I recognize you. Why did you lie about your name?
Well, you heard her response when I said the name, right? You'd be surprised how many people say that.
Oh, man.
You know, I love these games like so much because I don't know, because like I don't know if you can tell, but like I feel like a lot of my humor does come from like sitcoms and such, and I feel like it's where like a lot of my humor comes from, and like these games or just games where I get like voice acts in general, I feel like perfectly like let me play out like that kind of like humor. Yeah, like. And I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that. It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct?
Please, you are more than welcome to ask him. Although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring that person's safety. But suppose you are able to speak of him and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How would that help you prove I was the shooter?
Because you knew his name. The basis that you knew his name when we didn't. If you want to shoot, why take off your raincoats? Wait, the ice cream also have Monaco. Wait. Oh, it does have a I did not notice that. I was thinking this entire time, that's a weird place to put a cherry. It's a fucking monocle. Oh my god, it's even like split in half, like his face is like stitched in half. I'm afraid, chat. This is peak character design. This is absolutely just peak character design. Far better let the wound breathe, no? Would you rather I let it fester? Is he actually gonna worm his way out of this? What I love most of the ice cream has more animations than some of the characters. True!
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest the man. He's clearly guilty. Wow, I'd be sent to jail already.
You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I'm not. No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something you can do. Shocking scenes here, as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice. Seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. So I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say. I might as well share what I know. What you know? What's this angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. What?
Are you kidding?
It was the person you captured in the photograph. I first noticed him just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Can you change your fear from Gumshoe dying to pain? You never see him. You'd rather not see him again? I would, and there would be precedent for it, because I think in Apollo Justice, like, it's his cousin we go up against, not him. But we see him in spirit, but he's like the first person we go up against the spirits of justice. So I'm afraid that theory is kaput. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention, as did the laser beam from was aimed directly at the president's head. And you didn't tell us this now because what people? Hi, you played the demo. Welcome in, Bobby. I hope you enjoyed the demo. We are playing the full game. Yeah, like what? Like what? Like, why didn't he tell us that from the very get-go? It's like, I get that, like, it would have been we probably wouldn't have believed, but still, like, I feel like, ugh. I knew if anyone saw me dressed similarly to the individual, I would fall into suspicion myself. And so naturally, I removed my raincoat. So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing the exact same thing as you. You have the analog? How very convenient. Also, remember correctly in Dual Destinies, the cousin mentioned that Pain is off doing... Yeah. So unfortunately, the theory of, like, Pain dying in this game, as much as we would love it, it doesn't hold any water. I know law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would never have believed me. Especially not if I said the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there.
Me?
Yes. The photograph will prove that, I'm sure. You see, in front of the person with the red hood.
That's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying?
What's this endgame here? I just got pained. It's more like he just got pained. It's more like he experienced the hurt. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What's exactly? come now, a man of your town should be more than capable of spotting contradictions such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow. The picture shows Chief Prosecutor, Max Payne, and a shooter. But there's nothing weird about this, sir. Is he gonna say that this guy here... Oh, there's numerous people wearing raincoats. Can't wait for the photo to be brought up one more time for them to immediately accuse Cave being the assassin. Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other piece of evidence you have gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. This is consistent with what's in the picture. Do I have trilogy? Do you mean do I have like the... Do I mean do I have both? What's the other guy on stage? Do you mean do I have the investigation zoology? Yes. I have the Ace Attorney. I have Ace Attorney investigation zoology, the Great Ace Attorney's Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and I have the Apollo Justice trilogy. I technically do have the original trilogy on the Switch, just not PC. Where's the other guy on stage? You mean this guy here? You have the anthem. Oh, right. But yeah. Play chess? I haven't played chess. I haven't played chess in like a decade. Actually, wait. Yeah, a decade. Just over a decade, like not two, but yeah. Security plan. Rook repositioned in light of Knight's injury. Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the picture? Found trash can. Left side Victoria, fitted with laser. Is it that he's not near the trash can? Yeah, Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice trilogy. Ah, okay. I mean, what is your favorite set of games? If you don't mind me asking. Is it the gun? I'm not entirely sure why, but I think... Okay, no. Okay, so it's not the gun. So it's not the gun. Turnabout Sisters. What it was called? It's in the Phoenix Wright Sisters. Is that in the first game? And I don't remember what the fucking cases were called. And it's been years since I last played like the original trilogy, so... The president in the middle of his speech here. I need to think carefully about the moment in time. Oh. Why is one of the guards so close? Yeah, I know. Like, I kind of noticed that, like, one is, like, right next to him, but one's, like, so far apart. But here, they're, like, well, I mean, I guess it makes sense why they're right in front of him. But yeah, the distances don't, like, match up. Of course! The tape. It contradicts the photograph. Ah, so you've noticed at last. What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth? Someone's missing. Someone who should have been here. But who? Who indeed? Tabby? Huh?
Miss Lloyd!
How do you figure that? Mr. Payne's voice can never be heard on Miss Lloyd's tape. Considering that he was conducting a private conversation with Chief Prosecutor.
Oh, there was these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time.
She must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape. You're right, but she's not in the picture. Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still believe that you've been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions?
Well, they're fixing to put me under the microscope now. Alright, sure. Knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide.
Is it Lloyd's? Or maybe... You have a friend whose surname's Lloyd. Right. Maybe you don't give out such personal information like that. It ain't like I was standing. Sick of your gut saying it's night. I mean, she is the first person I suspected, so... Wait a minute. She says she could flip her like, jacket inside out, right? What's that here? Now that I'm looking at it... That's the insignia of the pipe. The very same logo that was on the handbag we found the gun in. It ain't like I was standing still the whole time. Nah, I was running all over. Roving reporter style. And that was a big old crowd. Yes, the picture must have been taken while I was in one spot and the tape from when it was in another. So quick, give me the evil eye. I ain't got enough. It ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. There's no doubt that the voices on the tape. That was Mr. Payne and the Chief Prosecutor. I'm certain of it. Tabby wouldn't lie to us. I know she wouldn't. But if she did, that would mean...
She's a perp!
Well, you quit messing with me. As if I could have done a thing like that, little old me.
I might be inclined to believe you, if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency. Can you spot Payne in the photo? He's right here. He's not in the other one.
It does? I thought it was pretty good.
Seemed to have no choice but to present the evidence of that contradiction. Okay. Why does Apologist this episode scene look like a Netflix preview screen? Probably because that's the style they wanted to go with. I don't know. I could not tell you. Okay. Okay, I know it. Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a report does not lie, wouldn't you say?
You're dang right it is, and I don't lie.
And yes, the photograph and the recordings were definitely taken at the same time.
What? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. You have just right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when it will make you a recording. See here? The president has his fist raised.
And what about it?
Would you be so kind as to play the tape again?
I see, it ain't that simple.
What if I were to tell you don't have a choice?
You don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles?
Remember, we are concerned at the moment the president raised his fist.
No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law.
That president thrusts his fist into the air as such excitement reaches the fever pitch.
There, has the one right there.
Correct. We've now confirmed that when it occurred in recording.
Which means Tabby should be in the picture too.
And she is right there for all to see. Miss Lloyd is in fact the person with the red hood.
What?
Oh. Why the fuck does she have a bear trap? Just noticed that. Why does she have a bear trap in her bag?
So you're our shooter, huh?
No,
It's not a voice changer. It's not a voice changer. It's like voice effects I have. Like, I can add a little bit of reverb, or I can make myself sound a bit more robotic. But that's really about it.
I don't even own a jacket like that.
That's right. From everything I know, the owner of the raincoat is the person in the red horse, Miss Lloyd. Therefore, the owner of the red. Okay, no. Okay, wait, no, sorry, I jumped the gun there. I jumped the gun there. Oh, it's John Doe. We already proven the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood.
So there were two people in red hoods all along.
Indeed. Mr. Doe's last statement was true.
Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one?
Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat. Only a red hood. So tell us about the jacket again, Miss Lloyd.
Huh? This whole thing? Well, best thing about it, like I said, you can get murder and such on it. It's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and...
Just as I thought.
The inside of a hood, it's Fred!
That's right. When the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible.
What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal?
Wait, I never wore it that way around.
Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm it for ourselves.
You're not gonna confirm that how exactly?
It was raining up until the president's speech is correct. Not much has been established already. And you said yourself.
Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine. Got my trusty pocket every time.
If you hadn't reversed your pocket since the rain, then your inside should be dry.
Wait a sec now. I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. Maybe I could show y'all some other time.
Think an excuse like that? Think an excuse that week is gonna wash with Miss Edgeworth?
Oh.
Well, what are you waiting for? Furnace it. Take it off and show us.
It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot a danged president. I could never.
And that's true, Miss Lloyd. Then your best.
She turned her jacket inside out and wet her clothes. Maybe? I don't. I think what they're trying to say is that, like, was that her clothes were, she was wearing the red side of her jacket, like, all this time. But then after the murder, she flipped it inside out. I don't know.
Is there a particular reason why you choose to wear a park of a red hood here today?
Sorry, Riffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear?
Oh, who said that?
Oh. Oh, nice. That goes for you too, That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one moment that made your opening move. You lost this one moment you made your opening move.
That's one of the men from Kay's photograph.
Guess I better introduce myself. Fucking okay, Ocelot. My name's Bronco Knights. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. That look alone tells me you fucking did it. And second in command of a security detail.
Point that thing someplace else, pal. What the heck's wrong with you?
Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good.
You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun?
His old goals on loan of Shengfa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Is that the same gun model as the one used for the assassination? Yeah, but it seems like the barrel and like the main gun part is darker. So that could just be an artist. There could just be a difference between like the 3D and 2D models. Anyway, never mind that. I got two tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? Choice is yours.
No indifference. Whichever you prefer.
Really? Giving up the first move advantage just like that? Eh, whatever, your loss. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then.
So you play a little chess, I take it.
Fellow fan, are you, Mr. Red Suits?
The name's Edgeworth. And you could say I dabble.
Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I still have the good news.
The president's okay. Didn't suffer as much as a scratch.
He didn't? That's a relief.
Hello, Ray. How are you doing tonight?
Particularly for the young lady here. That means there's no longer a murder charge on the table.
That is good news, huh, Tabby?
Yeah, 'cause I'd never... Now for the bad news. The reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job.
One of us did. And one of us did, anyhow. Our boss.
Aqua, think of the gift sub to Ray. Doing all right. How's the game going? The game's going great. The game is honestly going fantastic. Honestly, like this. Honestly, I'm much preferring like this case to the first case from the first investigations game. This has been much more interesting. Like, the game sucks so far. Not enough killing. Of course, you'd have that complaint, Aqua.
One of us did anyhow. Our boss put himself in line of fire.
You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook?
Yeah, it's game over for him.
Well, there you go, Aqua. You got your killing. You got your murder. Slow cooked. Rook is dead? Yes, Rook died. Ugh. Sorry, my throat's like starting to hurt.
No way!
Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that Tabby...
Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague.
My brothers in arms. You couldn't have timed that perfectly. Honestly, it was such a perfect time. That was so perfectly timed. Oh my god.
Oh, heck no. I didn't do it. I didn't kill anybody. I could never. I shut my mouth for you, murderer.
Sure. We did what we had to do. Sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. But lose someone like him during castling. It's a real shame.
Casting? What does that even mean?
It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking. It's a move where the rook switches places with the king.
Why didn't he say so?
Mr. Knight, was it?
Yeah. What?
We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to speak with the president. I'd like to ask the president a few questions.
Sorry. No can do.
And why not?
That's the third piece of news. And the piece I gotta like the least.
I thought you said there were only two. Knight killed Rook, bet on lifetime. We are not making that bet, no.
The National Police Force of Shangfa will be handling things from here.
What?
You better be kidding, pal.
This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over.
You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Atgarasi case. The president mentioned you.
I might have warranted his attention.
Makes sense the chief prosecutor was assigned this one to you.
Wait. Did the chief assign me to appease the president?
But that was a mistake. A big one. He should have given the keys to somebody with a spine. You're free to soak it up to President Wang. If you enjoy a diplomatic incident, that is.
Ugh.
Edgeworth, you can't keep the case. Yeah, like, oh god. Like, yeah, I'd imagine Edgeworth can't just find this thing swinging that gun around. You'll be so worried. Yeah, like, can we just? Okay, look. I'll hand the case over to you as long as you stop fucking pointing that thing around everywhere.
You're coming with me. We'll continue this on a presidential plane.
No. I never did nothing, I swear.
We can do this the hard way if you like, but in Shangfa, justice is served one way or another. Ruffles, come on, you gotta do something here. Please. Be very worried. You're calling him a murderer? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with how much he's swinging that thing around, like, I'd honestly be willing to believe he just killed Rook by complete accident, trying to show off. A maniac, even he is a maniac. I mean, have you seen the look on his face when he points that gun? That's not the look of a sane man. She was the one in Red Hood, there's no denying that now. But I can't help feeling like we still don't know the whole truth behind this case. I'm innocent. You gotta believe me. Bro, he is about to shoot her. Can I really let this happen? This is really how it ends. Look in her eyes. The crack in her voice, she begged me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She's genuinely scared. He's aiming too high. Psh. I mean, given the art style of the game, it could just be like a matter of perspective. Hey, Rook. I should finish Metal Gear Solid 3. Look what I can do. Rook. Ah, shit. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened. What? Huh? What the? Get your filthy hands off! Quiet now. Is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. It's you. Ah, so you do remember.
What do you think you're doing, pal?
Looks like the PR theory. Yeah, this was not a publicity stunt. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I knew they were gonna bring him back for like something more than just like, oh hey, look at this fun character you remember.
Got some nerve playing a stunt like this to a bunch of police officers.
Don't even think about it. You stand a chance against this guy. Who are you really, Mr. Doe? Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Guy's a pro. Hitman. His name is Shelly the Killer. The Killer? That's not a legal profession in the country. There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. He has the wrong side of the knife against his neck. Does he? An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. Oh shit, yeah, you're right, what? Bro can't see his eyes closed, so yeah, he has his eyes closed. He can't see shit. Do you know you have like the sharp edge of the knife pointed outwards? Shit, do I? Wait.
Tell him, Dad. He's gonna kill you if he don't.
Well, thank you for telling me, Mr. Edruff.
Fuck, if he doesn't kill you, I'm gonna kill you myself. Like how I killed Rook. Oh, I mean, like how Rook was killed.
But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for. In a sense, yes. A sense someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear, I've seen his picture on my old files before, but...
Ugh, how could I be so careless?
My bandages. My bandages proved useful to bring in a knife into the park undetected. But I miscalculated certain other regards. You didn't bring a gun? Now then, shall we play a game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. What? What are you up to, Tequila? How simply like our mutual friend to see things through their conclusion. Huh? But why? Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one of whom I felt certain, connection.
What kind of connection?
Well, you see, do you know the application called Discords?
I'm familiar, yes.
Well, you see, we were uncertain. We see, we were in connection. We had a special connection, you could say.
What kind of connection did you have?
Well, I hope you know your Discord terminology.
I used the fucking app. Yes, I know the terminology is used associated with it.
Well, you see, you could say he was my kitten. What? You see, me and him met in an RP server, and we grew kind of close to each other through there. Okay. Yes, well, you see, he was under a pen name at the time, but when we got close to each other, we kind of had a more special connection, and the truth laid out. Now, under normal circumstances, that would ruin any. Now, in any case, that would ruin a relationship, but you see, that made me all the more excited, you see. I don't think I want to hear any more of this. No, but we're getting to the good part. We're getting to the good part. We're getting to the good part here. Mr. Tequila, I think I too would like you to stop here. This isn't relevant to the case. Fine. I guess you don't want to know how I oiled him up. And
That's enough out of you.
okay, fine. Oh my god.
I know, Mr. Trevor. I can't want to know more about this.
Mr. Gumshoe, what you want to know should be... Discord will be like... Oh, that is a clip and a half in of itself. That is a whole ass clip. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, I need to take a sip of water after that. Anyway. It's only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. That'll be a banger animation. I've actually thought about, like, instead of editing clips together, making, like, short little animatics to go along with them. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, not Mr. Knight. I simply ask you to transfer the authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely.
You'll just use the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president.
Am I? Really? I suppose it is true that in order for the investigation proceeds, we will need to enter the presidential plane.
You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard.
Are you? In here I thought you only took in command.
Looks around. That means I'm number one.
I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes.
Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me.
That is indeed the case. I would ask you to make the choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation continue? Yes. Yes, make more of those moans. Just like how Rook used to when we...
Enough with that, please.
I asked you 2 times already. Don't make me ask a third. Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? Come, let us continue the investigation.
What do we do, sir?
We seem to have little choice but to do as we are told. That says, listen, detective, and listen well. I'll buy us as much time. I'll buy some time to investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. And please, I know you are interested, but do not let him speak of what he and Rook did in private. Have him surround the plane and make absolutely certain there's no way he can escape.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Yes, we need more men for this.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure bringing more men is what we need?
Yes, why would we not need more men?
No, he seems kinda fancied for them.
You know, so am I.
Yeah, but I mean, in a way of a criminal kind.
They're police officers, they can handle themselves.
Yeah, well, he's a trained hitman.
Okay, Shit, what, just do as I say and I'll think of something else in the meantime. I miss this game. I've missed these games so much. The death of Basti and Rook, the revelation that Shelley the killer was now missed. The case will take a turn we could never predict. Mr. Knight ordered at the door to presidential plane be open. The emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. The scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. Okay. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? So he's hiding behind a bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever.
Ha! So disappointed, but just serious expecting me standing there, waiting to meet his assassin.
As we already established, my interest lies only in successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'd be so kind as to examine the body. Rookie mistake to get killed like that. Oh, Rook E must. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard.
You look like you use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. There's nothing else for it. Kay Faraday, great thief extraordinaire, we'll just have to take it from here.
Oh, really? You mean you could have solved the case for me?
Nope.
Thought not.
But I will prove vital assistance. Now, let's get scouring the crime scene top to bottom.
It'll take Gumshoe a while to assemble for backup, so I'll need to draw the parts investigation out for as long as possible.
Oof.
I must scour at the scene, inspect anything that catches my attention. The bullet seemed to have entered from under his armpit and went clean through his body. Laser's eye was pointed right. That was supposed to be jumped in the way. It could have went through his shoulder. Oh, sorry, his armpit. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but like getting shot in the that's getting shot in like the general shoulder. That's like totally survivable, right? Like that's like like as long as it's like not near the heart, that's like totally survivable, right? Though I guess the armpit is like closer to the. Okay, yeah, that is kind of close to the heart actually. You'll see in the area is bulletproof vested in cover. I guess on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be the loss of blood. Attempts are made to stanch it, but to no avail. The victim bled to death from a gunshot wound to the torso. Shot might not hit half of the impact though. Maybe that might true. I didn't consider that. Masu probably should throw his t-shirt away, which has similar hole. Oh, yeah, maybe. And I feel like the moment a piece of clothing has a hole in it, that's kind of the point where it's like, okay, I need to throw it out. Okay, I didn't consider like the impact the bullet would have. I don't know. As I always say whenever guns are involved, I'm too Australian for that shit. I'm too Australian to know how that shit works. Though it's actually kind of really surprising that like in both my times in America, I didn't see a single gun. Not even like when I went to like a Walmart. At least I don't think I saw any like gun stores. Though honestly, now that I think about it, I probably should be glad. Just watched too many videos. Ah, I see. Though now that I think about it, maybe I should be kind of glad that I didn't see any. Maybe I should be glad I didn't see any guns when I was in America. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be like a really long while before I return to America anyway. So, Dominic's must have brought in and tried to save him. Sadly, it was too little, too late. There's a bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. They were the same in case photograph too. Looks like Rook and Knight had one each. Bulletproof attaché case. Alright. Oh hey, this photo is snatched. You can hardly steal a photo in a public event, Kay. But I'm snatching up the moment and time of this picture I take, you know. I think it's snatch is your new favorite word. Hehehe. Maybe. Oh my god. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. It looks like he's trying to use it. Probably drew an instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if we managed to find any rounds off. Although there were signs of a weapon being used. Was this one I learned from Shengfa too?
Yep, sure was. Always issued the same old gun.
There's the victim, Bastian Rook, bodyguard to President Shengfa. He's one of the guys who brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started. Which means he continued to do his duty right until his dying breath. At least he'll get posthumously promoted? Okay. It's better to know what to say nothing at all. Or than to end up with your foot in your mouth. What do you mean? I mean, bodyguards don't even operate in the same rank promotion system as police in the first place. Oh. There's two large rectangles cut on the floor here. I can see hinges through the gaps.
It's emergency entrance, guys, to emergency exits. All the president would need to do is lower his rope ladder and then make a miraculous escape.
Which would make an exit, not an entrance. So which is it?
It's an exit, but it's used an entrance, but disguised as an exit. Yeah. So, it's both? I think.
Congratulations! You've even confused yourself. That's quite the achievement. Yeah, no, sorry. K doesn't exactly have a lot of brain cells up there. I mean, the very fact that she's like boasting about how she's a great thief towards someone who she knows is a prosecutor is probably like evidence enough of that. Okay, investigate everything there. 2 gas masks. In case of poison attack, I suppose. Her brain cells just took vacation on this moment. Nah, they're on extended leave. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I heard plenty about them though, of course. Oh, from a fellow thief, I presume? No, from the German Ninja, you know, my favorite kid's TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but toxic ninja Wolfsbane showed that to lay down sick burns. And time to tune out. I set myself a brain cell too. Oh my god, they made a fucking brain cell joke. Someone left an inflatable boat and an oar here. They'll be so ready to have it any time. Wait, but there's only one oar. We still a row of one oar, you know. Yeah. I know, I've only... They heard us. Yes, the game is listening in. I don't know, I mean, I've been canoeing. Was it canoeing or that was like something that involved paddles. That shit is not easy to use. Ugh. So bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. On a scouted scene. Okay. What's this? What on earth is this? Oh, that is it's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But that's the case, why has it been left up like nobody cares about it? Yeah, it's pretty weird. Certainly will be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? Well, something seems strange about this cubby hole. Now I'm sure of it. There's almost certainly another monitor here. Bro, can you imagine if like the president had like a favorite plushie toy? I'm not even gonna like roleplay that because that's this monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. They didn't go cheap and they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh, I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself, but I can even see little crow's feet around your eyes. My bad. They're just usually deep-edged lines, you know, on your foreheads. If you're quite finished. Yes, why do you think I have such a scrounged up forehead, Kay? Nothing outside of the plane. Most intruders could not hope to approach without being spotted. But such measures would be mere child's play in my case. Whoa, you're saying you get past cameras like these without being seen? Of course, with ease. You have to teach me how. Please. You're taking apprentices by any chance? Kay! You do realize who you're talking to, don't you? Sorry. I had to ask though. What great skill for a great thief to know. Unfortunately for you, I'm not the type to take on understudies. You're not, huh? Shame. Shame? You know what exactly? The monitors displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay. Okay, so it's a bulletproof vest with a gunshots. What the fuck? These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like a lot of use as well. I like the president. Seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for kids. Maybe his wife too. Why would it all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor. It's simply not possible for one person to have this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he's human. Therefore, possesses only two hands. Okay, you simple creature. 20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that statement. These are heavy. So this is what the president wears, huh? Must be made something super special. Yes, to protect him from bullets. What? So it's not just for show? Now my brain's not like taking a vacation too after reading that. I like how confidently she said that. It's like, the president only has two hands. Oh my god. I swear, I love Kay, but I swear she's like a black hole of like brain cells. Like, you lose your brain cells being around her. Oh, so that's what this one looks like. Why didn't you say so? Now I feel silly. Documents of some kind. We could always, steal a glance. No security plan. Oh yeah, it looks like the one from the trash. This one's different. Also covered in case of ambitious assault. Spectator area should be covered at all times. Alright, so this one was printed March 19th. And this one's March 24th. In this one, Knight was here and Rook was here. Not only that, but they seem to have a lot of pawns like placed around. Probably extra securities. However, in this one, there aren't any at all. This would mean they would have had to cut back on security. Okay. And the lead and the second remain the same. Precisely. But wait, something feels off. The same rough diagram of the siege area. Yeah, like the other security plan we found. The one from earlier, you mean? Can't afford security? Yeah. I mean, if this takes place like just 2 weeks after the second game, I'm sorry, the first like investigations game, sorry, not the second. Then yeah, like Shang Fast economy would still be down shitter. Something's different, I'm sure of it. What could it mean? Here. What? What? Okay, I thought the whole thing's different. Early, you mean? Yep. Yeah. Lead Rook, second Knight. Yeah. The placements? I don't know. What do you want me to... The two plans are different. Yeah. I did not need to do a deduction for that. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
Why the urgency?
Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president.
Oh!
If the leader hadn't stepped in, we'd been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in there for good measure, too.
Yes. I hope you remember that day as well as I do. How I had my arms around your neck and...
Seriously, dude, I'm not Rook.
Oh, shame. And where were you when this was happening?
You
were the first one overpowered, were you not?
Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid.
No, I get it.
Your neck's barely... Oh, sorry. Your neck's barely begun to heal. You've already forgotten who I am.
I'm disappointed.
But it's you. Bust up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right.
I was somewhat astonished to have the situation. I'd have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Unlike certain other someone I could mention.
Just good as he ever was.
You're a pawn to his queen, my young friends.
What the heck do you know?
And I, of course, the king. So that's what you remember. So that's why you remember Mr. Rook's name. You admire his skill as a bodyguard. Indeed. While I was surveying the team, I learned his name of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. It joined a very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So now it's the connection you was talking about.
And that's why we changed up the security plan. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anyone on the stage he didn't trust, and he only trusted two people. Me and Rook.
Ah. Changed yesterday. How does that explain your change of position? Okay, so it's interesting then. Because we found the updated plans like in the trash along with the murder weapon. So that would mean the only people who would have known would have been the only people who have known about this change and how things were laid out and could have gone their hands on the plans like that were the presidents, Rook, and Knight. You're back, welcome back, Aqua. Basically, I think I just made Knight look even more suspicious. Because he mentioned, okay, so, little, TLDW, basically, it was established that, like, last week, the killer, infiltrated, like, their base in order to kill the president, but Rook was able to catch him and stop him, and Knight got a serious, like, neck injury from it all, and because of that, because he had infiltrated their ranks, they changed up the security detail plan, so that only two people were actually defending the president at the time, Knights and Rook. And as far as I'm concerned, those three, the president, Knight, and Rook, were the only ones who could have gotten the plans. Now, the interesting thing is we found the updated plans outside of the murder weapon, in the trash. Oh, tracking? Is my phone dying? Oh, there it is. That's not typically a good sign.
Told you, can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So why not move to the right side of the stage?
Wait. Wait, what that? Okay, yeah, that would work out. Just realized your first guess and second guess are right so far. Yeah. A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression staring straight at me. And look, there's a big lever right by its butt. Don't even think about it. Oh, I wasn't thinking of anything, I swear. I'd imagine the lever opens the paddles beneath my feet. I see. So he's standing on a trapdoor. I strongly advise you don't pull it. Do so, and you will regret it. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially from a professional killer. Anything else here, or? Right, Shield. Next to a canary in a cage. She's so sweet. I want one. Do you ever see a cuter partner in crime? Partner in crime? Well, yeah. She could help me with lockpicking and stuff like that. Can't kill me. I'm made of water. I mean, he could. What could he do? He could freeze you into ice and just smash you into tiny pieces. Which won't kill you, but I imagine that would be. But I imagine you wouldn't quite be able to form into yourself again. Or he could boil you, which I imagine would be very painful, and you'd evaporate into the sky, and you'd be spread across the clouds. I crave you have no greater ally in nature, Mr. Edgeworth. Sadly, such birds are commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that. Is this? Still alive? It just take a long time. True. But still, I'm just saying, he can still make you feel excruciating pain. Which to him might just be enough. This is sold circular life preserver, designed to be used in case of emergency underwater. Or rather, the sea to be more precise. Oh, the sea! I love the sea. We should go sometime. Sorry, but you'll have to make the particular trip without me. Aw, don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. We can have lobster rolls, ice cream, all the good stuff. Someone tells me sea's the main attraction for you, is it? Oh yeah, what else would it be? The fucking beach itself? Fuck no. Wide selection of protective equipment here. Bulletproof vests, hazmat gear. No way. It's even a spacesuit. I get the sense the president thinks he's very much in need of protection at all costs. You say you don't like pet. I mean, everyone's allowed to be whatever they're into. I'm just not gonna say anything on that. Then he'd simply put on the bulletproof vests, the hazmat gear, and a spacesuit. Just ignore him. Aquila says stuff like this from time to time. That's probably easier said than done. I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I pack scoops, not souls. But then why lie about your jackets and laser sights? It was just a. You'll think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this. I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it. One way or another. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you. How many times must I tell you, I am not your chief? Oh, sorry, Raffles. Clean forgot you're chief number 2. That's not what I meant. come on, like, this is probably like the most stress she's been under. Just let her be, alright? Wow. Sorry. Stretching my back. It's all good. People can come whenever they feel like it. And honestly, regardless of if it's like just graduated uni last week, oh my god, congratulations! Congratulations, Ray! Oh my god. No, but I really am happy to hear that you've graduated uni. Like, I'm happy to hear that for you, man. Also, think of it to hydrate. Yeah. Might need to refill my water bowl soon. Actually, I might need to end soon. It's like nearly midnight. Wow. I had high hopes for investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Things are progressing well, I hope. There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine. Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of any kind. Yes, I know. Indeed you do. So please, do take care not to double-cross me, accidental or otherwise. Ugh. I really have no choice but to do these things for now. Can't believe an assassin onto the president's plane. You know very well it's for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight. Don't give me that. I know what you really want. You do indeed, because you heard me say it already. I want to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death. But you did also say you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone. You seem to have forgotten that there's more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work, but it's not entirely unheard of. Ugh, fine. I'll get back to investigation. Good. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. Let's do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Actually, I might want to save it because I feel like I'm gonna very easily like mess a lot of this up, so. But I think I'm now at a point where I need to make deductions. Alright. 6-shot revolver. Found trash can, not easy to acquire in the country. Bullet through the body. Bullet passed through the victim. Where did it end up? Knight's position. I can't turn his head right. So he was moved to the right side of the stage. Shit, it's the same gun. There we go. The two guns are exactly the same. Meaning it's likely the one we found is also from Zhengfa. Ooh. The bodyguards all got the guns from Zhengfa authorities, right? Yes. Are they like super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. It wasn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but certainly not impossible either. Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures. Yes. It is. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa! I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once. I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. Ha! See? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including its investigation. You could say that. Alright then. It's treasure hunter time. On with the investigation. She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Your American knack of guns came in handy. Yeah, fucking, honestly, I was an idiot for, like, doubting, honestly, that's kind of on me for doubting the American. That's on me for doubting the American when it comes to guns. Two bullets were fired in total. We know it's because two shots were heard. One travelled through the flag in a balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet in President's vest too, right? How's that even possible? Oh, indeed. The numbers don't add up. However, there's one possible explanation. There is? After passing through the body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, two of our bullets were in fact one. No way. He's right. If the President had been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. He wasn't obstructed by the vest. A bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I've known guys who've broken bones that way. But President's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Yeah, we can tell by what we've seen of him. Yeah, we've seen his muscles. We can tell. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want the bull's ballistics marking analyzed. And what is that again? No, because seriously. Look at this guy. Made of Metal Gear. You could tell me he's the second coming of, like, what's that? Like, Senator, like, Strongarm, was it? Like, the fucking, like, the guy everyone memed on, like, Metal Gear Vengeance, and I would honestly believe you. Guns leave quite a pattern. Unique patterns of grooves on every bullet they fire. Armstrong. Yeah, Armstrong. Like, you could tell me it's the second coming of, like, Senator Armstrong, and I would believe you. By examining grooves, we can use them to identify which guns came from. I think it was fingerprints of sorts. Tell that from our bullets? What are we waiting for? Analyze away. Might be easier said than done. That bullet had solid armor. The impact would completely flattened us. You'd be lucky there's anything left for forensics to find. What? Oh, but it's all set for some analyzing. That's quite enough investigating for now. No, what's taking so long to search for Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then, perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you do so. Another witness? Who? You don't mean... The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door. He really intends to have me question the president. You can only tell what type of gun shot it, not the exact... Yeah. I don't know, like... They're like, oh yeah, they're like unique, like, grooves, but it's like, do you know how fucking small a groove is? You're telling me they went through the process of painstakingly making small little dents on the barrel, and they had to make sure that two of them weren't the same or similar. I don't buy it. Not even like machine intervention. Still right there, the killer. And not to think that anyone near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us for your security feed, aren't you? Movies also do this. Actually, I remember. I think even one of the Yakuza games did this as well. Now that I think about it. In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Well then, if nothing else, we know what kind of man you really are. Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this. Let's all just calm down, alright? Come on, detective, what the blazes are you? The lights. What's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you stay very still. It seems I'll be granted my audience with the president after all, even with Mr. Knife's life on a bargaining chip.
No, stop! Ugh!
I've seen enough. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
First reaction to hearing is this, damn, did killer just... Damn, did the killer round a bullet, return to James Edward, a found target? Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I always thought the idea of, like, I think I even remember, like, asking at one point if it was even, like, real, because I always thought, Edgeworth, took the gumshoe.
Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Whew. I must have been knocked unconscious. Bro got slapped hard. I mean, probably.
Sir, you're okay.
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did you, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. I just woke up myself.
I'm sorry, but I was the one that knife towards my neck.
Oh, I don't give a shit about you. Anyway, Kay, you alright?
Wow. Fucking wow.
My head's a little sore for a while, but that's about it, so you can stop worrying. So, Duv, did you manage to stop the killer?
Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems his inflatable, boat missing, by the window.
He must have stolen and rowed himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park?
I'd call everyone back to stake the plane. Including the guy stationed across the water.
No! So complete sit for your fingers!
Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight, you're alive.
Yeah, thinks that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. Found a lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
A calling card. Marked with a seashell.
Guess you wanted to leave a message.
The killer usually leaves these next to bodies of his victims.
But you're not dead, sir.
But it could have been. Maybe that's the message. Can't stop thinking about his parting words. I've seen enough. And now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. And now I know the truth. The truth about what? Wait. What if the culprit is the president? Bear with me. What if for some reason he wanted Rook killed? Because he's the only other... Because if it's not Knight, then it has to be him, right? Or at least orchestrate it, right? Because remember, the gun came from Zheng Fa. The gun came from Zheng Fa, right? And we just saw that he doesn't value the lives of his bodyguards, right? Not only that, but he made last-minute changes to the security detail, right? He explicitly made it so that there was no... He made it so that there was explicitly, like, very little bodyguards here, so thus less witnesses, right? Not only that, but... Ooh, not only that, but he would know how the too complex for the first case. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not convinced it's not. If it's not him, then it has to be the president for me, I think. So the killer is buddies with Mr. Press. No, Mr. Tequila's been hired to kill the president.
Roger that. I'll clear out here, so over.
What's going on?
Now's the president. He's coming out.
Now? So, were you born with ears like that, or did you get plastic surgery to make yourself look like a demon? So he's the president of Zhengfa, Mr. Di Zhongwang. Di Zhongwang. And you are. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Di Zhongwang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You must be referring to Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir. But all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigations. Also about analyzing guns and bullets, You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if the killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through a security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean?
Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once.
It's technically possible a gun has been modified. Can make a difference in the indent and the bullet enters exits. True!
Night has appraised me of state of affairs.
And from this point forward,
the case will be handled by Zhengfa Police Force, the finest in the world.
but yeah, not gonna lie, I thought he flipped me off for a second there. I was like, oh, okay, that's totally something I can. The stupid thing is, I could totally see a president doing that, so. Even with the killer off the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case.
What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have...
Detective? Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess, being somewhat confused. I failed to see how wide this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction.
You failed to see. Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanation from another state. I say no, 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you.
Now hand over the evidence you've gathered, and remove yourself from this plane. Finest, I remember the best cop being bad at his job. Yeah! Bro, your finest, like, in the last game was like, I fucking give up. I'm just gonna say it's, you and be done with it. I'm not kidding. He literally did that. He did that to Francisca. He literally went,
fuck it, knows you. And if you can't say otherwise, I'm just give up. I do as he says for you, Edgeworth.
Ugh. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. Why let's come so far only to pull this case out from under us?
Now,
We may leave.
Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, frankly, the villainy.
I didn't murder nobody.
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this. In a world already.
So far, repeat it. Pretty much.
In the first already lousy of lies and deception, with sin and equality. Can you stand by and suffer
Yeah,
yet?
another crime go unpunished. I'm sorry, I can't keep doing this voice. My throat's actually, like, on its last legs. This I'll tell you. He signed stuff, I'm certain of it. If I leave now, we will never know the truth. We can find out next time, because I'm gonna be honest. I think my throat's reached its limit. Ugh. Sorry, I would really like to finish this, but I'm gonna be honest. It's midnight. My throat's killing me. This might just be a case of like, we'll finish it like next stream and then we'll start the second case after that. Alright. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Yes. Now, we will be doing a stream tomorrow. I don't know what we'll be doing exactly. I think dependent on how my day goes, I might either make it a co-working stream. But if not, then I might... Feels like... Yeah, it feels like we're nowhere close to finishing. And thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Now let's see, who is currently online at the moment? Oh, my throat's killing me. But yeah, it'll probably just be decided like on the nights it happens. But yeah. I don't know. I am very much enjoying this case like a lot more than the first case in the first investigations game. We got Dawn. Is that it? I guess just Dawn tonight. Not a lot of people are watching on right now. Anyway. But yeah, I will probably decide probably off the hour of the stream. I'm gonna be honestly, you can probably keep an eye on the YouTube because I put up the I schedule like the streams like before they happen on there anyway. Alright. But anyway, we will probably raid Don Koala, who is currently playing Battlefield at the moment. Battlefield 6. Yeah, I'm just on. Alright. We're so close to the end of Digimon. In that case, we might do Digimon tomorrow then, if it's going to be a game. Alright. Let me get the raid message sorted. And remember, if you don't have my emotes, you can place them with any emotes you're choosing, so long as they are appropriate. Bwop. Bwop. Alright. But yeah. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing like where this goes. But anyway, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to announce or I guess to like say or anything like that. So yeah, I'll just call it here. With that being said, I have been Jesse Jamie, your virtual resident of the internet, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.